So welcome to 4x4 days in our 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee WJ. It's the 2.7 CRD Mercedes engine in it. Does a great job for us. We've had it just over a year now. I've had a few requests of what we run, how we run it. To be honest with you, we try and keep it as stock as possible. It just saves on mechanical wear. Now we could lift it, put massive tyres on it, but what we do within 4x4 days, we try and give people a bit of a reality check and say, look, do we need these big off-road tires? Yeah, they look cool, but actually, what does it do for your vehicle? What does it do for you? Now, we try and keep this Jeep project as cheap as possible. I'll take you for a walk around and you'll see how cheap we've actually managed to do it so far, and it's quite surprising. You don't need a lot of money to have a bit of fun off-road. 2003 plate, it's a 53 registered vehicle, but as I say, the vehicle was built in 2004. It was registered in 2004. It's done 125,000 miles on it. We bought it with little service history, but done some of the work ourselves. It's got a 50 mil 2-inch puck lift, which is just a cheap eBay £50 thing. Does the job. We've replaced the front shocks because they needed doing with Bilstein 5100s. They seem to do a great job of coping with the vehicle, but we'll do a quick walk round and I'll talk to you a bit more about it there. So as you can see, we've got a 53 plate 2004 model of the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I think these were built to 1999 to 2004, so this is one of the last models that they've done. It's limited edition. It's not the Overland, it's the limited model. Still trying to work out what drive system it's got. On the back it says Quadra Drive, but on the shifter it says Quadra-Track. So still trying to work it out. The build sheet, when you put your VIN plate in or VIN number in, it says also rear is Quadra Drive, front is Quadra-Track. Can't quite work it out, but one way to tell, we jack the vehicle up, put it on axle stands. If we spun the front wheels, they spin in opposite directions. If you spin the rear wheels, they both spin in the same direction. So I'm kind of guessing the build sheet's correct, with Quadra Drive rear, Quadra-Track front. So the fronts are basically almost like an open diff on them. So what have we done to it to keep it cheap? So obviously, a bit of servicing, as you do. You've got to keep these things running. You've got to look after them. One of the first things we bought for it were the wheels and tyres that you can see on it now. The wheels and tyres were off of Facebook Marketplace. They were a good little bargain, actually. So we got a set of 5 wheels and tyres for £350, I want to say. They're like an Insta Turbo Dakar tread pattern. They've got a bit of wear still left in them, but for the price, yeah, quite happy with that. Bargain of the day was the roof rack. Roof rack, again, good old Facebook Marketplace. It's seen a bit of life. It was up for 20 quid. It's off an old P38 Land Rover, so I thought, oh, let's go and have a look, see if we can make it fit our Jeep. When I went to see the guy, he pulled it out of the garage and he said, look, it's a bit rusty, it's a bit worse for wear, so I don't want to charge you. So he actually gave it to us for free. It's got a little bit of a bend in it. It's quite heavy for a roof rack, but it does a great job, covers most of the roof. And for free, you can't really argue with that, can you? I've put a couple of rubber clips on the back here, as you can see. They're great for carrying your shovel. Always need a shovel when you're out and about. Very handy things to have. If you're going to take one piece of recovery equipment with you anywhere, take a shovel. So as you can see, we've also put CB on there. I've run the CB aerial up and out the front, or up the side of the front windscreen. I'll go through how we've installed that in a different video, I think. But it's a great motor, 125,000 miles. No death wobble yet. Fingers crossed. Repaired the track rod ends, and what else have we done? Front shocks, track rod ends, service, and that's about it. That's all it's needed so far. Really happy with it. Hopefully it's got many more miles in it. Injector seal, actually, we've done on it on these diesel engines. The injector seals can tend to go. Injector 4 and 5 are the hardest to get to. We've done injector 1 because that's all that's gone at the moment. Everyone says, oh, why don't you replace them all? I don't see the point really, unless they're going. I'm not going to bother replacing them, so as they go, we'll get them out and address that at the time. But yeah, this is our cheap Jeep. We'll keep you posted on updates and other work that we do to it, and yeah, keep a track of what we're doing. Hopefully we can keep the budget low, and that's the whole idea, and make it a good affordable off-roader.